Shabbat Shalom. Like all praise to Yahweh Bashim Hashai, Bashim Hakadosh. Double honors to the Apostle Elders, a great millstone that taught me this 100% truth of the will. Salutations to the Yakim out there on the highways and byways, pushing the truth in all sincerity, in which their lives to do so. Salutations to the hopeful light that are scattered on the four corners of the earth that believe in the 100% truth of Yahweh Bashim Hashai. Shalom. Alright. Just gonna go into the article here, dealing with the the FedNow, the new FedNow app, and what this devil want to do with the CBDC, but he out here, he trying to cover his tracks, because there's people talking about the FedNow app and the digital currency is going to lead to whatever, but he's trying to say no, this is not. The FedNow app is not digital currency, whatever, and it's not, but it's going to lead to that though. But he's trying to get ahead of the game and put the narrative, control the narrative that this is not this, these people are conspiracy theories, you know how Esau Edom does. But the truth of the matter is, it is going to lead to digital currency because they're working on it. But anyway, I'm going to read the article. It's no, FedNow does not create a central bank digital currency. Some people are claiming that a new Federal Reserve payment service will create a digital dollar in the U.S. That's false, but that's a lie because they are working on a digital dollar. You know what I'm saying? The whole world is. They're going transitioning to the digital currency. You know what I'm saying? And there's many reports. They even talked about it at the World Economic Forum. You know what I'm saying? Telling you that the world is about to make a change to a new type of currency. You know what I'm saying? And it's digital. And the FedNow app is though it's not a digital currency. You know what I'm saying? It's just like Cash App or whatever type digital app forms that's out there. You know what I'm saying? But this is a precursor for them setting up. You know what I'm saying? To control your dollar. You know what I'm saying? To control the digital currency. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, they're trying to downplay this and control the narrative, and freak people out with this conspiracy theories bullshit. But how can it be conspiracy theory if it's already here and they're pushing it? You know what I'm saying? The digital currency is here, and they're making way for it. You know what I'm saying? But this is just to help you get acclimated to that system. Reading on. The question, does the FedNow create a digital currency? The sources, false. No, FedNow does not create a digital FedNow does not create a central bank digital currency. They may not create it, but they are working on a digital currency. What we found, FedNow is not the same thing as a central bank digital currency, nor does it create one. The Federal Reserve and several experts told Verify. The Atlantic Council are a non-partisan U.S. think tank, defends a CBDC as digital money backed and issued by a central bank in the United States. That central bank would be the Federal Reserve. Existing digital money is backed and issued by commercial banks, not the Fed. The U.S. does not currently have a CBDC, and the Fed has not made any decisions on issuing a digital dollar. Where currently the American dollar is not digital, but you use your money digitally anyway. You know what I'm saying? You got a debit card. You know what I'm saying? You swipe it, or you can use your app, whatever you got it, some type of app connected to your phone, and the money's there and it disappears. You know what I'm saying? Without any physical currency. That's digital in itself. But they about to make the transition and go into a whole type of digital dollar in itself. You know what I'm saying? That's the next step. Rather, it is merely an electronic system run by the Federal Reserve by which money can be transferred between banks more quickly than under prior systems, Swisher said. Oh, did I slack it? Oh, I skipped a lot. The U.S. did not currently have a CBDC, and the Fed has not made any decisions on issuing a digital dollar, which they will. You know what I'm saying? They're already working on it. And I'll get that because I got a couple of other articles that shows that they are making, working on a digital platform as other countries are in this world, because this is the next step. Both the Federal Reserve and Stephen Schwartz, a professor of law and business at Duke University School of Law, said FedNow is not a form of currency. It does not create a CBDC, either as some people online have claimed. Rather, it's merely an electronic system ran by the Federal Reserve by which money can be transferred between banks more quickly than under prior systems, Switzer said. If your financial institution participates in FedNow, you will be able to send and receive instant payments in real time around the clock every day on the year, the Fed says. Former Federal Reserve Chair Leo Bernard said in August 2022 that the service could be especially important for households living paycheck to paycheck or small businesses with cash flow constraints. And that's what this devil like to do. He like to say, he give you a helping hand, but really he's setting you up for the downfall. You know what I'm saying? That's what he does. But that's the devil for you. You know what I'm saying? He's a deceiver. One of his blessings is deceit. That's what he's trying to say, that you're gonna get your cash quicker if you partake in the system. You know what I'm saying? That's the setup. But knowing FedNow is currently envisioned would allow banks to choose whether they provide the service to their customers, and the implementation would look different across the board. Darryl Duffy, PhD, a professor of manager and finance at Stanford Graduate School of Business, explained. An executive order signed by President Joe Biden in March 2022 tasked the Federal Reserve with looking into how a CBDC might be created and evaluating necessary steps and requirements for implementing one. Yeah, see, because they're getting ready to push this. You know what I'm saying? The whole world is. You know what I'm saying? It's not just so-called USA, America, the daughter of Babylon that's doing this. All the nations are partaking in this, because this is part of the new world order, that reset. You know what I'm saying? That digital currency that they're about to push. You know what I'm saying? So that's why and you got to remember, these people in office, you know what I'm saying, they're just puppets. They work for the elites. The true people that run this world, run this country, are the people that control the banking system. You know what I'm saying? That control the Federal Reserve banking. These politicians or whatever, they just do what they told. You know what I'm saying? They make a facade. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people are fighting for you, and they make these bills or whatever to try to say no. You can't push this. You can't do digital currency. You can't do microchip. You know what I'm saying? They just to give you that facade that they're here to help you, but they're not. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they're gonna fold, because this is who they work for. So they ain't gonna have no choice but to push that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's gonna come down to in the end. This thing is gonna be mandatory. You know what I'm saying? You saw it what he did with the when he tried to give you his venom. You know what I'm saying? When he tried to push his poison upon you. You know what I'm saying? For the jab. You know what I'm saying? You saw what he did. This devil. You know what I'm saying? He tried to make it was a voluntary thing in the beginning. But what did the men of the Lord tell you? That it's going to become mandatory, and it did. You know what I'm saying? And this is no different. They saying, banks will voluntary come and be a part of the system, whatever. Yeah, it might be voluntary in the beginning, but it won't be for long. You know what I'm saying? Because the devil's going to come down with great wrath, and it's going to be mandated, and you just be obsolete from society if you don't, get down. You know what I'm saying? And and get with a digital platform and take his mark. But but the Fed has not made a decision on issuing a CBDC, and the nation's central bank says it could not do so without clear support from Congress and executive branches, ideal in the form of the specific authorizing law, and they will agree because they had no choice. You know what I'm saying the elite's going to make them. They're going to press them, and just like they did with this, jab thing, and they ain't gonna have no choice. You know what I'm saying? Congress has not passed a law authorizing the Federal Reserve to issue a CBDC. And Congress, you know what I'm saying, has that. They don't work. They work for the Federal Reserve. You know what I'm saying? The elites. They're not gonna. You know, they can't. They're not authorizing the Federal Reserve. You know what I'm saying? Or the Federal Reserve authorizes them. They tell them like, "Yo, this is what's going to be. Get with it." You know what I'm saying? And they do what they tell them to do because they elites. They run the world. You know what I'm saying? They got no choice. Some people on social media have also claimed that a CBDC would replace cash and make paper money worthless, but that's not true either. That is true. You know what I'm saying? Like once these doubles get in the swing of things and they push the digital platform, digital the digital currency is the main source of the, the monetary system. There ain't gonna be no more coins and physical fiat currency. You know what I'm saying? Dollars and shit like that. They ain't gonna be. They're gonna do away with that because they even talked about it like when the whole pandemic thing. Like, oh, that's having exchanging money, telling you got to have exact change and all type of shit because change shortage and all type of shit like that. Telling you that money the the venom can stay on the surface. The poison or the C19 could stay on the surface for a certain amount of time or whatever, and it could get on the money, and it could be transmitted through the exchanging of currency, changing money or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what they were telling you. So they was like, oh, this is a perfect opportunity to get rid of the money. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're gonna push it. They were pushing it then, and they're definitely gonna push it now because they want to get rid of the currency altogether. You know what I'm saying? It's going to the platform. Whether people like it or not, whether you believe it or not. This is like like saying the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? To the truth of the Most High be without not effect. You know what I'm saying? Just paraphrasing. Just because you don't, believe it, you know what I'm saying? That don't mean it's not gonna, happen. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I kind of butchered that. So let's go. I think it's Romans. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, this is Romans 3:3, which reads, "For what if some did not believe? Should their unbelief make the faith of the Lord without effect?" Yeah, just because you don't believe that they're not bringing a digital currency, or they're not gonna force implement this thing, or they're not gonna microchip you or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Does just because you don't believe does that make the truth of God without effect? No. The Lord said, His word should not go void. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you see these things taking place. You know what I'm saying? of the whole digital platform, and the RFID microchip here. You know what I'm saying? Because these are things that were prophesied to take place, and that's what I said. And we're in the end of the end days. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see these things taking place. Because this is what the Lord has put forth to take place in the end days. That's going to help bring in the salvation for the nation of Israel. So let's go to the next article, and this is dated from last year. The CNN article, March 11th, 2022, is going into what they talked about in that other article. That was for the previous article we just read. For this year, and when it talked about Biden putting forth a bill for CBDC, you know what I'm saying, for them to work on a central bank digital currency for the US, you know what I'm saying, showing you that it's here, you know what I'm saying. They are bringing forth a central bank digital currency, though the Federal Reserve app may not be the digital currency itself, but they are working. The Federal Reserve is working on a digital currency to bring forth, you know what I'm saying, to push forth in society, in the US. Because for one, it's through the spirit of Yahweh Shemashai that they're doing this, you know what I'm saying. But this is what the Lord has set up for this devil to do in these end days, which is bringing the downfall of his kingdom. All right, so the CNN article: the US dollar could go digital. Here's what you need to know. And this is dated March 11th, 2022. All right, so as the technology continues to revolutionize the way people live, work, and spend, central banks around the globe have kicked off efforts to reinvent their local currencies for the digital era. Now that the United States is the latest to signal urgency in the researching a potential digital version of its dollar via the central bank digital currency, or CBDC. Part of President Joe Biden's executive order regarding digital assets on Wednesday includes placing urgency on research. And remind you, this is an article from last year of March 22, 2022. It is now April 2023, and 2023 is the year of Slakia has redeemed the year of all prophecies coming to pass. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing. The hopeful year of all prophecies coming to pass. Lord willing. Slakia, reading on. Placing urgency on research and development of potential United States CBDC should issuance be deemed in the national interest, according to an accompanying fact sheet released by the White House. China, the world's second largest economy by gross domestic product, soft launched its digital renminbi, if I'm saying that right, in January, and the CBDC already boasts more than 100 million users. All told, around 100 countries are exploring CBDCs at one level or another. International Monetary Fund Managing Director Kristiliana Georgieva said during remarks at the Atlantic Council think tank last month. Yeah, so it shows you that the whole world is getting ready to make that transition to that digital currency. It's not just the US, man. Everybody gonna be on board with this because it's our invitation that the whole world's gonna have to face. We have moved beyond conceptual decision of the CBDCs, and we are now in the phase of experimentation. It's like Georgieva said, central banks are rolling up their sleeves and familiarizing themselves with the, the bites and the bites of digital. It's like with the bits and the bytes of digital money. David Yermak, the finance department chair at New York University's Stern School of Business, told CNN Business that it is now inevitable the the entire world would be issuing money in this way. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because the optimization the world gonna have to face, the whole world's getting ready to transition to this digital currency. In the United States, the pandemic propelled demand for cashless payments methods, and many mainstream investors have embraced cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum, putting pressure on the government not to fall behind on the trend. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's the narrative that this devil pushed. You know what I'm saying? During the pandemic, you know what I'm saying? He said the transmission was, going across, through the exchange of currency, through the change of money, physical currency, you know what I'm saying? Dollar bills, change or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That was helping push along you contacting, you know what I'm saying? The you know, the C19, you know what I'm saying? The you got the corona, you know what I'm saying? That was part of one of his narratives of you getting the corona is through the money, you know what I'm saying? So this devil getting ready to, uh, you know, go forward with his plan to bring in the digital currency. What's this? Oh, got another article here. U.S. digital currency is inevitable. Bank of America says, and this is dated January 25th, 2022. You know what I'm saying? The United States is likely just a few years away from implementing a national digital currency, according to the analysis of Bank of America. Yeah, see, this devil been in the works for a long time to bring this forth. You got to remember this, he moves gradually, you know what I'm saying? And it's also the spirit of how much you're on side. The Lord is making him move gradually, you know what I'm saying? But, for those that don't know, we see these things coming forth and we understand. But, like I said, this devil, he got to cover his tracks and, make you think like, oh, everybody out here talking crazy. These are conspiracy theorists. They talking about, oh, the FedNow is actually, the digital currency. No, that they setting you up for that. You know what I'm saying? It's gradualism. He getting you comfortable with that. You know what I'm saying? So, he presented it as a thing of convenience, as a thing of, of help unto you. But truly, he's setting you up for the downfall. You know what I'm saying? He's setting you up for his new world order, for you to get in line with them. You know what I'm saying? The idea of digital coin issued by the U.S. government, known as central bank digital currency, have gained prominence in recent years alongside the rise of leading crypto tokens such as Bitcoin, which is tied to government institution. U.S.-backed digital coins are an inevitable evolution of today's electronic currencies. Electronic currencies. Bank of America crypto strategist Alkesh Shah and Andrew Moss wrote in a client note on Monday, according to Bloomberg, the first U.S. digital dollar could be issued between 2025 and 2030. The strategies added. Yeah, the devil, he about to come with this, man. You know what I'm saying? It's in Lord willing, it's sooner because it's 2023. More than likely, you know what I'm saying? With this FedNow app, that's gonna help hasten it in. You know what I'm saying? He could be have this digital currency playing effect. You know what I'm saying? By years in. You know what I'm saying? And Lord willing, definitely by 2024. You know what I'm saying? Once they get this thing together, we know that salvation is there for the nation of Israel. You know what I'm saying? When we see these things take place, we actually cheer this devil on. You know what I'm saying? When we see these things that he's setting up for his new world order, we cheer this devil on to bring it forth because it's going to lead to the nation of Israel's salvation. Now, the rest of you heathen nations, you know what I'm saying? And you 2/3 niggas out there, y'all probably don't want this because, y'all want to enjoy Babylon, but, the elected nation of Israel, the hopeful elect, you know what I'm saying? When we see this devil, making these, transitions, these such things, we cheer him on to bring it forth so we can get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because this is going to bring in our deliverance. Let's see. The Federal Reserve issued the findings of the study evaluating the pros and cons of U.S. digital currency. The central bank required public comment through May 20th on the concept of it considers whether digital coin could improve the safe and effective domestic payment system. But we know that regardless, practice runs, whatever it may be, this devil getting ready to push this forth. You know what I'm saying? Because this is going to bring in his MOTB mark of the beast. Because once he goes to the once he transitions into the digital currency, you know what I'm saying? He's going to put it on his chip, and that's going to be the end all be all. That's going to be the answer, to correcting the downfall of society, the downfall of the dollar with inflation and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Once the dollar collapses, this is going to be the reset with the digital currency. This is going to be the help, you know what I'm saying, to build the country back up. You know what I'm saying? The correct the financial or the monetary system. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be the answer for that. So this is Ben Sirach 12:10, which reads, "Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." Yeah, you can't trust this devil. This devil telling you, oh, the FedNow, no, that's not digital currency. Yes, it may not be the digital currency, but you do have plans to bring in a digital currency. You know what I'm saying? So this is just a precursor or something that's going to add to you implementing your plan. You know what I'm saying? And those that know, we can see that. Those that the Lord has given the eyes to see and the ears to hear, they understand that. You know what I'm saying? But the rest of the world, they're walking blindly. They don't get it. They don't know that this devil getting ready to come down and make you take his MOTB. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the time that the Lord has appointed for these things to take place. And we're going to jump down here. This is Ben Sirach 12:16. "An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagined how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with thy blood." Yeah, and he's speaking sweetly with you. He's telling you that this app thing he got, you know what I'm saying, is going to help you get your money quicker, whatever, you know what I'm saying. He could tell you the same thing about, he even told you the same thing with his vaccination, with the jab. Always going to be beneficial for you, if you take this thing or whatnot. And now you got people dropping dead. You know what I'm saying? From that's that took this thing. You know what I'm saying? But that's what he told you. He tried to comfort you or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So he lied to you, and then he told you in the beginnings that it's a voluntary thing. Like, you don't got to be vaccinated. You don't got to take the jab, whatever. But then when enough people wasn't taking it, when they wasn't getting the right numbers, this devil's he came down with great wrath. You know what I'm saying? He told you, oh, your job in jeopardy. You can't go shopping. You know what I'm saying? You can't travel. You can't, other countries. You can't, do things with your passport. You know what I'm saying? You got to be, you got to be quarantined and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to dinner, these restaurants, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Unless you show proof of vaccination. That's what he came down with. You know what I'm saying? Some people lost their jobs or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Because they, didn't get vaccinated. No, they didn't take the jab. You know what I'm saying? But, that's what the devil does. You know what I'm saying? He says that he here to help you, but actually he hurts you. You know what I'm saying? But that's part of his deception. Be knowing if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. Yeah, you saw that with the pandemic situation. You know what I'm saying? You saw him there first to help you. And what happened? And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. Yeah, he undermined you. He told you that he was here to help you. You know what I'm saying? And he, told you that you wouldn't have to, it's not going to be a mandate. Everything's voluntary. This is here to, eliminate the situation. But, really, this devil just wanted to eliminate you. He wanted to have, total control, population control. And that's why you see people that took this job, a lot of people just just falling out. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to be healthy individuals just dropping dead. You know what I'm saying? Because they trusted, this devil, and especially Jake. You know what I'm saying? Jake, who Esau, Edom, so-called white man, is your enemy. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures clearly tell you, as we read, trust not thy enemy. But Jake trusted him, and many, of our people took this job. They ended up dead. You know what I'm saying? So I remember a news report, that I saw that a brother did that. It was a Jake, and his daughter, she was young, she was like 7, you know what I'm saying, maybe 9, somewhere around there. He got her vaccinated. She got the jab, you know what I'm saying, and she died. You know what I'm saying? She ended up dying or whatnot, because this this fool, he trusted in his enemy. You know what I'm saying? And but that was her lot that the Lord had set for her, as part of her judgment here. You know what I'm saying? Because we know, those that know, we understand that nobody dies innocently. But read knowing, and that was a judgment unto him too. You know what I'm saying? Because that was his daughter, and that's painful to lose. A love, especially your own seed. Read knowing, he will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. Yeah, and he did that. He changed his countenance. He told you that, yo, you don't got to take this, what you call it, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you don't really got to wear a mask. But then all of a sudden they say, oh, you got to wear a mask. You better, you know what I'm saying, go and, you're going to have to, get vaccinated. It's mandatory, you know what I'm saying? Or if you don't, you can't work. You know what I'm saying? You saw this, they even did it with sports. You saw the situation with Kyrie Irving. He had to sit out, you know what I'm saying? And they took money from him because in games he couldn't play, you know what I'm saying? Because he refused to, to take the jab, So, that's how this devil moves, you know what I'm saying? But he's just setting you up, for what he wants to bring in play is the mark of the beast, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, he's trying to cover his tracks and get ahead of the game and, bring you in that peace and safety, you know what I'm saying that, oh, this is not the FedNow, you ain't got nothing, this FedNow is not digital currency, you don't got nothing to worry about. For those that are worried, you know what I'm saying? Because they know what this is bringing forth, you know what I'm saying? Because this devil wants total control, and once he does, he is going to have control over your finances. But he want more. It's deeper than that with him. He wants total control. That's why he's going to imprint you with his digital oil. You know what I'm saying? Because he want to have total control of your whole body. You know what I'm saying? This devil want to know everything because he thinks he's the most high. You know what I'm saying? We're going to end it with this. This is Revelations 13 and 16, which read, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in his right hand. It's like to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, except he that have the mark or the name of the beast and the number of his name. Here is he. It's like here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Yeah, and this is the end game for this devil. You know what I'm saying? His plan is, to bring in his digital currency, to have total control of the monetary system, put it on his RFID microchip. You know what I'm saying? And jab you with it to brand you, with his digital oil. You know what I'm saying? This is what this is leading to. Whether you believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? So what if some don't believe? So that make the truth of the Lord without effect. God forbid. You know what I'm saying? As we just read in Romans, 3. You know what I'm saying? So what if you don't believe? It don't matter. It don't make the truth of God without effect, because the Lord could have bring this forth. Believe it or not. And that's pretty much it. I just want to say, hope this lesson been edifying. All praise Yahweh Shema Shai, Kram Mashallah, Abba Shabbat Shalom.